There is nothing wrong with privacy. I think because of social media, we live in a day and age where we feel as though everything has to be documented. Oh, I'm going to the grocery store. Oh, I'm taking a shower. Oh, I'm going to work. Oh, I got married. Oh, this, oh, that. We feel the need to document every second of our lives because we want to show the world how amazing our lives are, how perfect our lives are, how happy we are. But then when we meet people, I don't know if you've noticed this, oftentimes people who do that, who feel the need to document every second of every single day, those people end up coming out saying, hey, me and that man that I've been posting every second of every day, yeah, we're not together anymore. Oh yeah, those cars that I show off to you, yeah, I don't own those. Privacy is a beautiful thing. And the reason why privacy is a beautiful thing is because there's authenticity in privacy. Privacy is not performative. Privacy is for oneself. And so when you get to a point in your life where you don't care to prove anything to anybody, you don't care to try to convince anything to anyone, you start to value your privacy. You start to appreciate the things in your life for yourself. You don't feel the need to share it with anyone else. You don't feel the need to show it off. Sometimes you might, from time to time, you might want to share, hey, I got this going on. I got that going on. You got that master's? Oh yeah, show that off. You lost that 100 pounds? Yeah, show that off. You gained 100 pounds? Yeah, show that off. But when you get to a point in your life where you genuinely just want to enjoy your life for you, there is beauty in privacy. There is power in privacy. There's nothing wrong with being private. There's nothing wrong with keeping things to yourself. And I think as a society, we oftentimes want to shame people for being private. Well, why don't you post that? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Because I don't feel like it and I don't have to. I can live my life for me. There's authenticity in being private. Oftentimes, the people who show off the most end up being the most inauthentic. They end up being the most performative. They end up being the most fake. I don't know if you've noticed this, but a lot of times these social media couples that post every second of every day of how amazing their relationships are, they don't last. They deal with the messiest divorces, the messiest breakups. Because they were trying so hard to convince the world that they were something that they weren't. When people are showing off how much money they have, when they want to show off the cars, they want to show off the accolades, then all of a sudden they announce, hey, I'm broke. Hey, I'm bankrupt. There's authenticity in privacy. And I think people don't comprehend that enough. They think, no, I have to perform. No, I have to show. No, I have to convince. No, I have to do this. I have to do that. I have to. They feel the need to always show off, to always do something. And I want you to know you don't. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. And if you do, make sure you're doing it for you and not for other people. Oftentimes people are doing it for other people. They want to show off because they want to prove something to somebody. And like in my previous video, you cannot prove anything to anybody. People are going to perceive you how they want to perceive you. You cannot control other people. You can only control yourself. And once you learn to accept that, you're going to live your life for you. You're not going to care how people view you. So if you want to post a photo, you'll post it because you want to, not because you want to convince somebody. And so I feel like as a society, we need to embrace the sense of privacy more. Of course, I'm not saying you need to be a complete hermit and like not share anything and keep everything to yourself. I'm not saying that. If you want to do that, you do you. But I'm not saying that you have to do that. What I am saying is it's okay to be private. It's okay to keep things to yourself. It's okay to not share everything. Because me personally, I consider myself a private person. Now, when people meet me, I come off pretty outgoing. I come off bubbly. I come off optimistic. I come off like a very happy-go-lucky kind of person. And oftentimes people with those personalities tend to be very like, oh, look at me. Like, let me tell you my whole life story. And I'm not that kind of person. I'm outgoing, but I'm also very private. And people kind of find that a little surprising about me, or they may make assumptions about me in regards to that, but I don't care because that's just who I am. I will share what I want to share, and I don't share what I don't want to share. And I think that is something that as society we should be more accepting of. Be accepting that it's okay to share what you want to share and don't share what you don't want to share. Sometimes, yes, granted, depending on the situation, you got to share certain stuff. Okay, if you're in the court of law, sometimes you're under oath. You got to share things you may not want to share. Okay, you're in a relationship. Sometimes you got to share things you don't want to share with your partner because you want to, come to a commonality. Okay, I'm not talking about those situations. I'm talking about general life. I'm talking about social media. I'm talking about living your life for you. It is okay to live your life for you. It is okay to be private because there's something so powerful, so real about privacy. When you have a sense of privacy, you know that you are living your life for you. You know you are doing things because that's what you want to do. Soon as you start putting on that performance of, all right, let me go prove to my Instagram that I'm rich. All right, let me go show TikTok that I got a cute boyfriend. Soon as it starts to become that, you're becoming inauthentic. You're becoming performative. And anything that's fake, anything that's not rooted in realness is going to crumble. It's going to fall apart. It's going to have a tower moment. And the more that we accept that, the better our lives will be. The more authentic our lives will be. Because I don't know about you, but authenticity is so attractive. We are drawn to authenticity. This day and age, we crave it. So if you want to tap more into your authenticity, tap into some privacy. Tap into doing things for you and not other people. Tap into living your life for you and not proving anything to anybody. Start tapping into not trying to convince people or trying to control people into perceiving things how you want to perceive them. Let people be people and you be you. You do you. And the more you do that, the more authentic you will be, the more authentic your life will be. Anytime I meet someone who is a pretty private person, those tend to be the most honest, most pure people I know. Anytime I meet someone who feels the need to show off every second of their lives, I find that those people are very hard to trust. They feel the need to always put on a show. It's hard for them to have flaws. It's hard for them to be real. It is hard for them to be vulnerable because they feel the need to be on 24/7. And you don't have to be on 24/7. And when you learn to embrace your privacy, when you learn to embrace living your life for you, you will embrace vulnerability. You will embrace who you are as a person. Because there is authenticity in privacy. Because you're living your life for you. You're not trying to prove or convince anything to anybody. Share what you want to share and don't share what you don't want to share. And if people have comments or make statements about, ooh, you're so private, you don't share anything, take it with a grain of salt. Because oftentimes those people, the reason why they want to know more about you is so that they can try to get in the way of what you have going on in your lives. Because any person who genuinely respects you and values you is not going to try to pry you to give them more information. They're going to respect whatever information you give them. So don't try to conform to what other people want. Keep things that you want to keep to yourself, keep it to yourself. It's okay to. There's authenticity in privacy. Embrace your privacy. Embrace your authenticity.